Now, a search and rescue operations found no new survivors nor recovered more bodies from the boat carrying hundreds of migrants, which sank off the coast of Greece on Wednesday. The overloaded vessel sank in one of the deepest parts of the Mediterranean Sea. 78 people are confirmed to have died, but up to 500 remain unaccounted for. The Greek authorities are facing mounting questions about whether more could have been done to prevent the disaster. 9 suspected people smugglers have been arrested. Louisa Pilbeam reports.
This new footage is said to show the boat in the hours before it sank. You can just make out how crowded it is on board. BBC Verify has determined that this video was filmed this week and that the shape of the vessel and the weather match the known details of this tragedy. Hope is all but gone for the hundreds still missing. Qassem Abousid is waiting for news of his 21-year-old wife Ezra, who risked the journey with people smugglers after she was denied a visa to travel to Germany to live with him. She had been staying in a refugee camp in Jordan and was on board the boat with her 19-year-old brother. Qassem's friend Mahmoud spoke to the BBC.
There is no hope to find them alive. If the Coast Guard found them, they will find them dead. We are just waiting for the bodies.
Those who were rescued are being looked after here in the port of Kalamata. Just over 100 people were able to be saved.
There are no women here. All the women died, drowned, with their children in their arms. It is a tragedy. It is unbelievable.
And questions continue about the response to the disaster. Here one survivor tells the opposition leader Alexis Tsipras that the vessel sank after the Greek Coast Guard tried to tow it. Another man rescued gave a similar story. So what do we now know about what happened? At 11 a.m. on Tuesday, the Greek authorities first make contact with the fishing vessel and say those on board didn't want their help. But a few hours later, according to this email we've obtained, the Coast Guard are warned by an unofficial hotline for migrants in trouble that 750 people, including women and children, are on board and urgently asking for help. Originally, the Coast Guard said that on Tuesday evening it did travel towards the migrant boat, remained at a distance and discreetly observed that there was no problem in its navigation. But yesterday, a government spokesman confirmed that Coast Guards had tried to get on board the boat. They used a rope to get closer and see if people wanted help. The spokesman denied any attempt had been made to tow the ship and that the Coast Guard didn't cause the boat to sink. As those who survived have been arriving at a migrant camp outside Athens, Greece's caretaker Prime Minister promised a thorough investigation into what caused the boat to sink and so many people to die. Louisa Pilbeam, BBC News.